Hello, everyone. It is Suzanne Hart here, and I trust you're well. This week's habit is a habit of initiative. This is actually the act of going first, being the first to take action, the first to put an idea out into the world, the first to speak something into existence. And my question today is, why are we reluctant often to take initiative? Have you ever been somewhere and people were asked to answer a question or take action, and everyone sits silently because of that fear of looking bad, that fear of getting something wrong, that fear of failing often holds us back. Where does that come from? I truly believe that, when we were young, we were told, no, don't do that. That's not right. You didn't get that right. That wasn't perfect. That wasn't the best grade. So many times that we are afraid of failing. We are afraid of getting things right. So we sit and we wait until we know that we're absolutely positively going to show up perfect. I know that was totally me. And while I was attempting to be perfect, I would miss opportunities and I would just not put things into the world. I want you to think of the people who had a thought and had the courage, and truly it is courage, to put something into the world. The Martin Luther Kings, who had a dream, had an idea, and it ended up with the March on Washington. Nelson Mandela, who had the idea of freedom for everyone and walked, and went through so much to have his idea come into fruition. Think of the Wright brothers. How crazy might they have been back in the time when they thought that man was going to fly? But today we travel in planes all across the globe because of an idea and the initiative of these two brothers. I think of Henry Ford and the car. The list goes on and on. Everything that you see that exists in the world today is because someone had the initiative to take a thought, an idea, and speak it into existence and put it into the world. So what I'm going to inspire you to do is to take initiative. Why? Because I know you're brilliant, I know you're special, and I know the world is waiting for the unique gift that you are called to share. What that will mean is trusting yourself. You see, my biggest learn was I just had to give up the need to be perfect. I had to give up the need to look good, and I had to give up the fear of failing. Once I did that, I found a whole new level of freedom. But I also found a whole new level of my own brilliance because it allowed me to play at the edge of my own greatness, the edge of my best self. So I would grow and then I'd say, what's next? And I would step out and stretch myself and initiate something new. And what it did was it just expanded my world. I truly believe that those of us, you included, who are willing to put our ideas into existence, live the most exciting lives. Why? Because we're exploring our own capacity. And there's nothing more exciting than when you are making your best better. When you are you are becoming the best you could possibly be. There's nothing more exciting than stretching. Yes, you might get something wrong. Yes, you might experience failure. But all you do is pick up the lesson that you learned when you initiated action, and guess what? Initiate action again. So I trust this helps. This week's habit was initiative. I will see you back next week with another habit. Take care.